Hey, Tom here, FlipAnything USA. So today I'm going to talk to you about making money on real estate, but I'm going to give you a case study basically. I'm going to show you a property that I bought back in somewhere between 1982 and maybe 1985. So I'm going to take you to Google Earth and show you this real quick. This is Google Earth. This is Lancaster, California. I actually bought a lot. I made my first million. I made my first million in Lancaster, California when I was between 1981 and like 1988, something like that. But I want to show you this property because this is really a good lesson. You know, a lot of you young guys out there, you think, oh, you know, it's too late. Oh, everything was cheaper way back when. So many more opportunities. It's not. It's not that way. These are the good old days. I promise you. Today, these are the good old days. You can always look back, but I'm guaranteeing you, it's not like I think back, oh, it was so much easier a long time ago. It wasn't. The margins were smaller to a degree, but I didn't have all the tools that I have available like this one right in front of me. So look, let me take you this. This is a property that I bought. I had a partner because I couldn't afford to buy it by myself, and this is just a little house. So in fact, let me freeze it there for a second. So keep in mind, my first property I ever bought when I was 19 is this one right here. And over the years, I bought this building. I bought probably 10 properties in this immediate neighborhood. But even then, you know, I was struggling. I was in business. And so this little place here, this was interesting because I looked at this about maybe 2 years ago. I was teaching my class, which I have a mentorship. If you don't know about my mentorship, be sure to check it out, FlipAnything USA. But anyways, so I went and looked at this, and this thing was boarded up completely. It was just covered with plywood. The windows were boarded over. And so I thought, oh, that's interesting, because I bought this property for roughly $41,000. I know I had $41,000 in it because I had a partner, and he wanted to keep it. And so we decided the price was worth $56,000, and so he gave me the difference of $15,000, half of that. So I took my profit share. He kept this property. I moved on with my $7,500, which is something that's for all you guys that don't have money. It's you go find a deal, then you go find somebody that has the money, get in between what somebody has and what somebody wants. That's where the money is. So anyways, back to this story. So this is only like about 1,000 square foot. And when I bought it, it was, you know, it was a little bit rough, and there was somebody living in it. And so I bought that for like $41,000 roughly and sold it to my partner. We figured it was worth $56,000 and I made my money. So now here I'm looking at it 38 years later, and it was boarded up. And I thought, well, that's interesting. So what did I do? I went over to Zillow, and actually I looked up the history on it too. So I went over to Zillow, and I want you to see this place. And what I did is I got into PropStream or one of the databases, and I saw that the property had just sold for $80,000. And then when I jumped over to Zillow, I saw right here, take a look, that it had just sold for $199,000. So somebody had bought that property 38 years after I bought it for $56,000. They bought it for $80,000. They probably put maybe $15,000, $20,000 in it, sold it for $199,000, basically made $100,000, and you can see they sold it here $7,120, and now today, whoever bought that from them at the $200,000, today it's worth, you know, this is a point of reference, it's not exactly accurate. According to Zillow, it's worth here between $287,000 and $309,000. So I'm sure it's worth at least $250,000. Think about that, how a property sits for 38 years, changes hands, and comes back available for $80,000. Very small amount over the $56,000 that I had sold it to my friend for. But that's real estate. Dreams fall apart, people get divorced, you know, a lot of things happen that makes property come back up on the market again for cheap. So you guys out there that think you missed the boat because you're born in whatever, the 2000s, you're not. Or anybody that's just feels like they're late to the game, listen, everything can change very rapidly. You can make a pile of money in a very short time, and this is kind of proof of that. Somebody just made $80,000 on this property. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. You know, if you want to learn about real estate, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It helps the channel. I've been doing this for 43 years. I've made tens of millions of dollars in real estate. I have about 185,000 square feet of rentals today, and I'm talking about commercial, industrial, residential, office. I have some really beautiful properties, beautiful tenants. I have some ugly old buildings that also produce some really beautiful profits. And remember, there is no bad property. There's just bad deals. Never make a bad deal, and you will be a very happy and successful investor. You want to learn how to make millions of dollars in real estate? I've made tens of millions over my lifetime, and I'm showing people how to do it. Get in my free webinar. I have it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Go to the link below, FlipAnythingUSA.com/webinar. Sign up for it. You can talk to me face to face if you want. Don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You don't want to miss my channel. I've been doing it for years.